Hey everyone, my name is Matthew Diolis of Shadowframe Productions. Let's talk movies. Recently, we just had a film screen for the 48-hour film project. And we were lucky enough to get to the best of and win an award. We won Best Musical Score for our short film Canvas, thanks to the musical talents of Carl O. Jampa and Derek Goob. Now, this isn't the first time that we've won that award. Back in 2014, we also won Best Musical Score for The Tree from Black Ridge Village, thanks to JJ4 and the Stereo Planetary Audio Construct. So it was really cool having two films win Best Musical Score, and it got me thinking, what are my favorite movie scores / soundtracks of all time? This is a tough list. I had to leave off so many great movies with great soundtracks, but here's my top 10. I'm going to cheat a little here, and at 10, we have a tie. Both cop movies, both have just great themes. Number 10 is Beverly Hills Cop and RoboCop. Made them both 10. What are you going to do? I'm not big on musicals. I loved The Wizard of Oz. I thought Chicago was really good. There's probably a few other ones sprinkled in there that I like, but musicals, as far as genre goes, is probably near the bottom of the list. But if it's good, it's good. And La La Land is great. Okay, number 8. In quotations and honorable mention, I'm going to say Goodfellas. It's just great. Great soundtrack for Goodfellas. But at number 8, a movie that is highly influenced by Goodfellas, American Hustle. I think it just has such a cool soundtrack and cool movie. Let's talk horror movies. I love the musical score for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original Halloween. John Carpenter's score is just so memorable and classic. The soundtrack to Hostel is great. I've been meaning to buy the soundtrack to Hostel. I haven't got around to it yet. But yeah, Hostel has great music in it. But at number 7, I'm going with The Shining. From the opening score to every other creepy piece of music in that movie, it's just great. Next up, Drive. You knew Drive had to be on this list. If you know me, you know I'm a fan of Drive. The movie makes almost all my top 10 countdowns, and the music in this movie is just awesome. Now, we can't talk musical soundtracks or scores without bringing up John Williams. And there are so many John Williams movies, from Superman to E.T. to Jaws, that we could put on this list, but I'm going with Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. It still has the classic Indiana Jones theme, but there's an added piece of music in Temple of Doom that I absolutely love. Maniac, the remake. In the credits it just says music by Rob, but I know he also did the music for a pretty cool movie called Revenge, and the music in that movie is great too. The Maniac remake is pretty good, but the music is great. Number 3, Three Glasses, the good, the bad, and the ugly. My favorite Western of all time, one of my favorite movies of all time, and one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. Number 2, now Tarantino has to make it onto this list. He's a huge music lover, and you can tell by watching his movies. The soundtracks in his movies are so cool and so great. I could easily put Pulp Fiction on this list, or Reservoir Dogs, Inglourious Bastards, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The soundtrack to Jackie Brown is really good. But I don't know if you can call this cheating, because I consider it one movie. But at number 2, we are going for Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. There's splashes of old spaghetti western movies. There's splashes of old samurai movies. These two movies just have it when it comes to music. And my favorite movie score / soundtrack of all time, The Empire Strikes Back. John Williams again. The dude is a genius. And the reason I chose Empire rather than the other Star Wars movies is because this one introduced the Empire theme. Dun, 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 dun. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and what's your opinion? What are some of your favorite movie scores / soundtracks of all time?